Hi everyone, Chris here. I am in the animal room. It's President Day, and unfortunately Ash is out working because she doesn't have off for President's Day. Taking a picture of outside our second floor window of the animal room, and I just wanted to show you what our beard likes to look at. First up is Sloan. He is in a 40-gallon breeder. We're probably going to upgrade these guys to vision cages, but we're not sure yet. There's been a lot of debate online, and I've actually spoken to the guys at Vision. And the big issue with the vision cages is we don't believe, as far as we can tell, and as far as what the guys at Vision Cages have confirmed, is that their cages can't take one of these. That right there is a mercury vapor bulb from Flukers. It's 100 watts. They work very well for providing both UVB and heat to your reptiles. As you can tell, we've dialed it in to the right height to get the correct amount of UVB, not too much, not too little, as well as the correct amount of heat. So when you're looking at it, we're looking at probably something in the neighborhood of maybe 18 inches. You can argue sort of like what the proper height is to get the right temperature, but what you really need to do is get a temp gun in addition to one of these. Temp guns are about $30. You can get them online, and in addition, you need one of these guys, which is this is a SolarTech meter, and it measures UVB. It's about $180. It's well worth it. And just to provide you with a perspective of why you need these UVB meters, there's been a lot of manufacturing changes with the mercury vapor bulbs. A lot of manufacturers have shifted their production over to China, and it's actually caused a lot of havoc. Right now we're using Flukers. Prior to this we were using, I believe, some ZooMed products, and the ZooMed products weren't, after burn-in, weren't providing any UVB to our animals, even though the bulbs were brand new. And I just wanted to, before I get to that though, I wanted to show you, this is one of our racks in the room. Here's another 40-gallon breeder. This is our California king snakes. Cage, and I'm not really sure where he is right now. We just fed all of our animals, so a lot of them might be hiding, but it's a 40-gallon breeder. As you can tell, we're using a paper towel substrate. We were using cypress mulch, but the cypress mulch was really dirty, and we didn't like it because the animals were urating, and because the mulch was so dark, we couldn't tell where the poop was or the urate, and it was actually pretty unsanitary, if you ask us. If you do use cypress mulch, we do recommend that you change out the cypress mulch at least once a month, and that's because you can't tell with cypress mulch if it's dirty or not. But trust me, it gets very dirty. Let's see. So that's another snake rack. We're not doing anything with that right now, but we're going to at some point. Here's our custom cage. I think you guys have seen this before in a past video. It was a really bad video, so I mean it didn't really kind of show what this cage looks like. We built it ourselves. It was sort of like the first effort that me and Ash had tried to make when building a cage. It houses our bearded dragon. This is Quasi. It's Ashley's first bearded dragon and her little baby. Quasi's about 2, maybe 3 years old at this point. After we built the cage, I ordered a little nameplate for Quasi, and I tapped it in, and you can find these online. They're pretty cool. I meant to provide their scientific name as well as their regular name on all the animal cages, but I haven't gotten around to doing that. As you can tell, the cage isn't the best effort, but It was our first effort. It has little lizard handles on them, and if you like the handles there, you can pick them up over at Home Depot. We really like mercury vapor bulbs, although as of recently they switched all their manufacturing to China, so we've been experiencing a lot of dead bulbs that don't produce UVB, in addition to bulbs prematurely blowing out. So it's a problem. Originally this cage had a UVB tube. This tube is primarily just used for lighting. The tube itself is about 3 years old, so it's not giving out any UVB. Generally speaking, we use a temp gun in addition to our UVB meter. This one here is a Solartech 6.2, is about $180. And what we do is we take measurements to ensure that, one, the lighting that we use is providing proper UVB, in addition to the right temperature, which I don't have my temp gun right now, but we usually temp the area to make sure that it's about 100 degrees. In addition to this, we use, again, we're using just newspaper substrate. It's clean, doesn't get dirty, and you know for a fact when your animal poops or not, so you can get rid of it. That is Quasi's little bear, koala bear. She actually likes to sleep on that thing at night, believe it or not. It's the weirdest thing. Moving on is our big Boa Master cage. This thing is probably about 7 feet, maybe 7 by 3, and it houses our black and white tegu, or our blue Argentine tegu, which some people might argue is just a mutation of a black and white. Just to show you the reason why these UVB meters come in handy, we picked up a new mercury vapor bulb by Flukers for our blue tegu, but unfortunately after the first week it blew out. So as you can tell, this is his old mercury vapor bulb. It looks good, but it's putting out about 30 microwatts of UVB. We like our lights to have maybe 60 to 100. 30 is okay. And that's because most of the animals, when they bask, they tend to bask all day. So 30 microwatts isn't bad, and that's usually what a good fluorescent light puts out. Once you get the fluorescent tube UVB at the right distance for your animals. This is a hide box that I built out of a scrap drawer for Tiggy. It's still winter time and our Tiggy is sleeping right now. And he uses no substrate because our Tegu likes to eat substrate. And rather than eating the substrate and getting impacted, we choose not to put anything down there. And more often than not, we have towels down there for him to lie on so that he's comfortable. The towels are in the wash right now. Moving on, these are our ferret cages and our chinchilla cages. Those are our small mammals. We have, going to our bedroom, this is our king rat snake. He's sick right now, so we actually cleared out his cage to make sure that everything is sanitary, and we're treating him with medicine. We had to take him to the emergency room just recently. This is our other snake cage for our baby white-sided rat snake. Not sure if you can see him, but he's hanging out in there. We read in Reptile magazine maybe 2 episodes or 2 issues ago that snakes might benefit from UVB, so we've been experimenting and giving our snakes UVB. Moving on. I can tell we love our reptiles. We have a lot of animals. This is our spare bedroom. That's not very spare right now. It's currently being occupied. This is our Chuck Wallace cage. Again, it's a Boa Master cage. They're usually a couple $100, but quite often you can find used ones for about $100 because people pick up reticulated pythons and they stick them in these large Boa Master cages, and then they realize that their snakes get too big for them and they sell them off. So, as you can tell, here he has a spot for his UVB. It's a mercury vapor bulb again. We usually feed our reptiles a mix of butternut squash, grapes, cilantro, parsley, collard greens, occasionally some romaine lettuce, carrots, and cactus pears and cactus pads. And this was a very large pile this morning, and he's eaten through his food. We dusted with calcium in general. And here is our Chuckwalla hiding. And he does that like usually after 1 or 2 p.m. in the afternoon. He likes to hang out in his hide spot and nap. Okay. Moving on, we're going to go downstairs and we're just going to finish off the tour of our animals. It was 60 degrees on Friday in New Jersey, and as you can tell, we had a little bit of snow yesterday and this morning. So it's about 40 degrees right now in New Jersey. Okay. Here's a custom cage for our jungle carpet python. He has a top and a bottom, and we've been debating getting him a wider cage because we're not sure if he likes to go vertical or horizontal. Ideally we'd like to get him both. He just ate. We fed all our snakes mice the other night, so he's just relaxing right now. And it's really important to provide the right humidity for your snakes during the winter because they can get sick and have bad sheds. For heat, we have FlexWatt in the back of the cage, in addition to an infrared nightlight. We're not sure if the snakes like that color or not, or if it bothers them. Most places that we read up on says that the infrared light doesn't bother, that spectrum doesn't bother them, but it kind of bothers us, so we might switch that out to a nightlight. And last, here's our Cuban rock iguana. He's housed in a pretty tall cage, and he's just hanging out because he just finished eating. We give him the same mix as well as iguana pellets. Maybe he'll shake his head for you. He likes to do that. Oh, there he goes. Hey Iggy, are you gonna shake your head for everybody? So he likes to relax under the mercury vapor bulb in addition to his UVB light. It's pretty important, because this is an open air cage, that you guys get the heat right. So in addition to the mercury vapor bulb, we've actually added a ceramic heat lamp to this, just so that he has a nice basking spot. It usually keeps him pretty warm, and in most cases he's pretty amenable. He bobs his head, but he's not really aggressive or anything like that. Well, folks, that's our cages. See you later. Say bye, Yogi. Say bye.